Venga, va. Serie contra Cleveland Guardians. A ver qué tal se da. Serie contra Cleveland Guardians. A ver qué tal se da. Venga, va.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson,
just about ready to go, and today's starting pitcher, Zach Eflin. What do you have on him, Chris?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Stephen Kwan leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball, that's outside.
And that is out of play. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there's one away. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. Westberg hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Venga, uno más.
2 down, bases empty.
Cuidado,
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Bien.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory.
Buen inicio.
Vientos makes the play, and that is that. Guardians go down 1. And we're back. And getting to start, Tanner Bibee. What do we have on him?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA, and you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Stop on at first, nobody out. Runner on the go, on the ground, and that's just foul. The pitch. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
Nobody out, runner at first.
Vamos.
Smoked in the left, base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be
Hay que sacar
aggressive
algo
on
de
this
aquí,
next pitch.
Hay que sacar algo, tío.
That's inside. 3-0.
Venga, va.
Maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first.
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Swing and a ground ball. They get one to the plate. Save. And it's 1-0.
Bueno, no está mal.
Anthony Santander at the
Puede haber sido
plate.
mejor.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation. Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Runner at second here, one gone. That one way inside.
2 strikes.
No.
That
Venga,
wasn't
va.
an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one misses, and it's 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, he gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two outs. That one fouled off. Oh, 2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Poco bote, vamos
Runner
a
at
sacar.
second, 2 down.
La verdad.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a
Muy
miss,
poco
and
bote,
he
eh.
got him. That ends the inning
Muy poco
and
bote, la
stops
verdad.
things from getting out of hand. 1 run, a pair of hits,
De lo que
no
hemos
errors,
sacado.
and 1 left on. Second inning coming up from Baltimore. It's
Muy
the Orioles
poco
1
bote.
and the Guardians nothing. Back here in Baltimore, all set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, David Fry. Eflin back to work. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. The other way, puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Carlos Santana in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. One out, base is empty. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And down on strikes he goes. 2 out.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And there's a foul ball.
Este me suena, se pone de puntillas.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Estoy nervioso, tío.
Fouled off left side. The 2-2 on the way. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Carter looking for the K. Nothing. Back now at Oriole Park. We head to the bottom of the second and into the box for Baltimore. Jordan Westburg. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering is fouled back. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Venga, venga.
The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball in the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Colton Cowser getting ready to hit. Swing and a ground ball base in right field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
No.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Thomas pulls that one down, and there's one down.
Venga, Cedric.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Va.
And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Thomas makes the play. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
That one ripped.
Vamos, Bryson. Enorme. Enorme, Bryson. Enorme. Eso es. Vamos. Vamos.
And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2 full. It's the Orioles 2 and the Guardians nothing.
Sigo pensando eso, que seguimos sacando poco botín,
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers.
Poco botín, Está cayendo bien,
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Arias, 25 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Next pitch is outside. This one in the air. Henderson puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Brian Rocchio.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Right down to shoot. It's 0-1.
Now this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he's in with a stand-up double. Austin Hedges now. There's a strike. Fouled off. He was late. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. So the Guardians lineup turns over at the plate. Stephen Kwan. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that is that. 1 left for the Guardians. They're still down. It's 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Mark Vientos. And that one pulled foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
And that gets down for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases.
Vamos.
He'll score.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. Struck out swinging his first time. Ground ball to the right side. Santana takes it to the bag. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
O'Neill in the box here. Lets that one go.
Cada vez hemos sacado un poquito más, pero no mucho. Estamos sacando poco bote. Buenísima. Esa es buenísima. Esa es tremenda.
Comes through with the RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced.
Estamos tirando perfecto ahí,
as well as you could possibly ask.
Ahí botó. Perfecto.
1 out. Runner at second. Now the 3rd baseman, Jordan Westberg. That one lifted to left. Kwan sizes this one up. Calls it in, 2 away. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a swing and a miss there.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective. You can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again.
Qué pena, tío.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, You execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to, and we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Will Brennan. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. That one the other way. Santander pulls it down. 1 away. Here's Jose Ramirez. First time up was a pop out. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that just misses. The Orioles leading by 4, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a fly ball out towards right center field, and that'll get down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, David Fry. And a foul ball. Runner on the move. Ball misses. Throw to second, and great jump.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
Esta sí, menos mal. Están tirando ahí a zonas complicadas,
So man aboard, Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians, and a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. There's the strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
He steps on the bag, and he has thrown 4 shutout. Back here in Baltimore, ready to go, bottom 4. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So the batting order turns over. This is Bryson Stott. He swings and fouls one off. And the 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering upstairs.
2 strikes.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Orioles held in check there. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Eflin back to work. And that misses.
Tío, ¿por qué se pone de puntillas,
these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Cowser. And it's caught for the out.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Arias stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Cowser. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Guardians down by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Guy swinging. Guardians fail to score. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Jacob Junis.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him. You know, these Orioles putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a line drive, that's a base hit into right field, and the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone, keep that leadoff man off first base.
Fought off foul. Yo 1. Tap foul at the plate. Vientos gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
No me jodas.
Spin throw, that's 1, and that's all they'll get. Now it's going to be Anthony Santander. 0 for 2 in this one. Move to first, and he dives back in safely. That one is absolutely belted.
Vamos, Anthony.
Hops the wall. Coming home.
Vamos, Anthony.
Waste no time there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out. Runner at second. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Well done behind the dish. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westberg. 1 for 2. First pitch misses. Outside. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt and a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air out to center. Thomas makes his way towards it, makes the grab on the run. And that will end the inning. The O's add 1 on an RBI double, and the lead is now 5-0. Welcome back to the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. Austin Hedges stands in. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Singy here on Jackie Robinson Day. What comes to mind?
Courage. I think about what Jackie Robinson had to endure to be a Major League Baseball player, what he had to deal with in society, but also what he had to deal with in his own clubhouses. To be able to go out there and do that day in and day out, man, that just speaks courage to me.
Kowser makes the grab, and a quick out, number 1. So the lineup flips over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Just missed. Kwan in his 4th year, 27 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. And that one sliced foul. That's off the inside corner. 2-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Late swing, foul to the left.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Up and in, ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Brennan now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Next pitch is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss.
That was the pitch to hit, forcing fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
To third, Westberg. To second, that's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. Make it. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
¿Cómo irá Benledo Jainer, tío? ¿Estará bien ya? Bueno, no lo voy a poner por si acaso. Por si acaso no lo voy a poner.
And he hits a ground ball right side and foul ball.
Bien.
Sneaks through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Rutschman, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Outside low, ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Nice stop from his backside. There's 1, and it's a double play.
Perfectly timed dive right there to knock the ball down. He gets up and flips it to the second baseman to start. That 4-6-3 double play. Tell you what, that is the pitcher's best friend.
And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. That one fouled off. Inside, almost got him. Up the middle, Arias on the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Nothing doing this time. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Abreu.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground right side, but that rolls foul. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Pues venga, seguimos.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, David Fry. Swing and a miss, strike one. The Orioles leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. On the ground to first, and that one handled. Vientos takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. And there's the strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And a swing and a miss, down on strikes, and it's a 1-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Paul Sewald. He last pitched 2 days ago. Foul ball there. Inside, and the count is 1-1.
Cerca,
Stays alive.
Venga, le cansamos. A nosotros.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 down.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And a base hit. One gone, runner at first. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one fouled off. Sneaks through, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Actually, he doesn't go on a ball to the warning track as he holds it 2 away. Surprising. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Vientos around third. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 6-0. So first and second with 2 outs. Jordan Westberg will hit next. Right side, Brennan. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
1-1.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Here's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swings and misses. And that is strike two. The other component is
Vamos.
you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
On the ground to the left, Henderson. Guardians go down in order. Nothing doing for the Guardians. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. Sewell back to work. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Tap back up the middle. Tosses to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 in this one. That missed inside. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And it's fouled away.
Casi.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. 2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Foul ball. Strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Bryson Stott, the next to hit for the Orioles. In the air to left down the line. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Venga, defender 6 entradas. Se podrá.
Back, it's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Jackson.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Jackson, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
A ver si con el ansia cae.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Vamos.
It misses. It's a strikeout.
Es el objetivo.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Next offering upstairs. This one in the air.
Uno más.
2 down. So they're down to their final out. Will Brennan digs
¿Qué tal, Pasión Rigolera? ¿Cómo estás? Gracias por pasarte.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. And that's too high. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. 1 strike away. Keeps the at-bat
No,
going for
hombre.
the foul ball.
Ojo.
2 down, nobody on.
Vamos.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win
Yo
the
bien, aquí
opener at
estamos,
home,
tío.
first game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world.
Pues
and
porque
they
me
played
compré
like
el
it today.
25. Me compré el MLB 25. Ya haré con los Mets otra franquicia. Venga, va. Quedan 2 partidos, vamos a por ellos. La división está rara, ¿eh? Está bastante rara la división. La verdad. Bastante rara. Sí, me llamaba la atención, la verdad. Y decidí hacerlo. Estuve ahí un poco con 3 dudas, 4 dudas, pero bueno, al final me decanté por ellos, la verdad.
It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. Today's starting pitcher, Kyle Bradish.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one hit to right. Kowser on the move. Reaching
Bien.
down, makes the catch. So digging in, Will Brennan. That pitch gets the corner. Strike one.
One strike.
And that one is inside.
No.
One ball.
Close
One
pitch
strike.
there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
2-2 now. Popped up.
Vamos.
Stop under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Here's Jose Ramirez. And that one is lifted in the air. Santander.
Sí, eso parece, lo tengo ahí en la rotación. Está al tercero, creo.
And that'll do it.
Ya he jugado ahora con él, antes.
On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal
Shane Bieber.
and today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a
Bueno.
good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel.
Bien,
That can
Bryson.
make life very difficult on his opponents.
So up next, Mark Vientos. 4 for 4 last night. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. And that one fouled off. And a 1-1.
Whoa.
Squirts away a little bit. In the air out towards right center. Thomas makes the grab, 1 down. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Ramirez. Now the throw to first on the run. Pretty nice play there. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now Anthony Santander. Right side, hard hit.
Lástima, tío.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran first baseman, Carlos Santana. There's the strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one's got a chance. Bangs off the wall, around first and hustling for second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Wide throw, and it gets away. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away. Cody Huff digs in for the Guardians. On the ground, out to short. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, 1 out. Thomas, the next to hit, and a slider misses down and away.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
In the air to left center. Mullins settles under it. Drops into the glove. And there are 2 down.
Uno más, Kyle, por favor.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. And the first offering is not close. Down the line, and it's foul. And a count 1-2. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second.
Vamos.
And a swing and a miss. And that is that.
Vamos.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with the results.
Back now at Oriole Park. Bottom of the inning. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Tyler O'Neill. Up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Thomas. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. 2 for 4 in the game last night. That's hard hit on the line.
Oh.
Juan makes the catch. 2 away down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
Man, this is pretty amazing. This guy's very efficient out there on the mound right now. Just 9 pitches in the first. He's got a chance to keep it to single digits again. Who does that?
O'Neill leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To the right side, Arias. Over to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. On to the 3rd inning, and the batter now, Brian Rocchio. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
This to center field. He's got it,
Yeah,
and there's
Freddy.
1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
In the air of the infield. And there's 2 away. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. And there's a ball. Brennan measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. Now here is Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Qué pesado, ¿eh?
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for a strike. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's through.
Se la ha colado, ¿no?
So now back to the top of the order.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
This is Bryson Stott. And a breaking ball misses outside.
1-0.
Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Hauls it in for the out. And now it's going to be Mark Vientos. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Bieber checks the runner.
Safe.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a drive. And
Vamos.
into the bleachers.
Vamos.
Out of here.
Coño, vamos.
He circles the bases. It's his 6th home run of the season.
Vamos.
It's 2-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Vamos.
He handled a pretty good changeup down in the zone right there. To me, that says he was looking down, and that's why he was able to stay on it so well, not get out in front, and hit that ball a long way.
Santander in now, takes ball one off the plate.
Santander lo traje de vuelta, ¿eh? Ya sé que está en Toronto, pero lo traje de vuelta.
Out there to center. Thomas, long run on his horse, makes a nice running catch, and that's the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. And we're back onto the fourth, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana, and that one misses up and in. 1-0.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Just missed. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Struck him out looking. So now the DH spot, David Fry. That missed by a lot. And that is ball one. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
No llego.
And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
No llegaba, ¿no?
Cody Huff digs in for the Guardians.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Fouled off down the right side. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Vamos.
Through that one, it's a strikeout. Guardians leave 1, and they're down 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Bieber back to work. And delivers outside. And a foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Slider misses outside.
Un poco martillo, tira, la verdad. Un poquito martillo.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout.
No,
those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
And here is Jordan Westberg. In the air, left field. Kwan heads after it. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Pulls it in on the warning track. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Fires across the diamond, and a couple of quick outs. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fastball for a strike. And the count even at 1. That one drifts inside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. On the ground, and it goes just foul. The 2-2. Fastball almost got him there.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And that is low for ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Santander makes the catch. Back here in Baltimore, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here is Adley Rutschman. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Vamos, Adley.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. High fly ball out towards left field. Juan moving back.
Vamos. Vamos, Cedric.
So he blasts one out the other way.
Vamos.
His 4th home run of the season. And they add a pair. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Enorme, Cedric, enorme.
Aggressive, and it paid off.
Enorme, Cedric, enorme, tío.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to...
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Trevor Stephan. He's been so good against lefties. And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it himself, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Now the number 2 hitter, Mark Vientos.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Right through there for a strike. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Jacob Junis up and loosening in the pen. Sewald also throwing. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
El anterior partido bien, Vientos, ahora horrible. Y hemos puesto mucho en él el fichaje.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty.
1 and 2.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Around second now, going for 3. And this is going to be a
Vamos, Gunnar.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Two outs. That one inside, and the count even 1-1.
One strike.
Vamos.
No doubt about it. That
Vamos.
is long gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 6-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the
Toronto
plate
hacía
in this
mucho
one.
frío.
They've got the long ball working
Ha
for
decidido
them.
volver a Baltimore, que también hace. Pero en Toronto hacía más, ha dicho, vuelvo a casa.
What I love
Gran
about this
refichaje,
swing
¿eh?
is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go
La verdad.
directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Here's Tyler O'Neill, late on that fastball.
Bueno.
Here and drives one well left field. Way
Bueno.
back, and you can forget it.
Bueno.
They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Pues parece que nos íbamos a ir.
Back-to-back jacks.
Pero dos
This
home runs
club is
seguidos, ¿eh?
fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to...
Ben Lively will take over here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Westberg, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike
Qué
one.
emoción.
In the air, right side of the infield. Arias settles underneath it. He's got it.
Muy bien, muy bien.
And that is out number 3. But they blow this one open
Pues
with
hemos
a
encargado el
big
partido bien,
5-run.
¿eh?
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. Ramirez, an all-star a season ago, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And there's a foul ball. Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. That one's in there. That's strike one. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Vamos.
3, and that's 2 in a row.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Fry in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
This to third.
Bien.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing. Back now at Oriole Park. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Colton Cowser. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tim Herron, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Sewald, the right-hander, also
A
getting
ver.
loose.
Sí,
Fair ball.
entra, entra.
Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll pull into
Vamos,
second safely.
Colton.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Adley Rutschman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Out to short, Rocchio. To first, Rutschman retired. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered here in this one. Swinging a foul straight back. And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul. Center field. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The relay throw. And he's out.
Got him. That's an out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Gaddis back to work. And that's a little bit high. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters.
Yeah.
Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Here's Lane Thomas. Just missed. One out, bases empty. And now 2-0.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter.
Yeah,
and
Westwood.
when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure.
Throws to first in time. Guardians. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy.
Vamos.
But it kicks off his glove. The throw into second. So digging in, Mark Vientos. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Quan makes the catch. Runner tags at second, applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. 2 down, bases
Lo hago por la desesperada ya, o sea,
Baltimore,
que
Gunnar
venga a hacer.
Henderson. He's already homered in this
Y hay que
game.
pasar esto pronto.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now Anthony Santander. Bounce to Santana. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. David Robertson hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Rocchio, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Cowser. And makes the grab. And there's 1 away. And here is Stephen Kwan. Just missed. That one way inside.
2-0. Yo, that's a ball.
The Orioles up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. So up next, Will Brennan.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is fouled back. Battling here as he fouls it away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Quan, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Line drive, and that gets down for a base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second, now one out. And now it's switch hitting third baseman. Now the Orioles manager. Coming on for the Orioles, Yennier Cano.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And that's off the inside edge. And now 2-0.
Right, 1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
High fly ball out into left center field. Santander makes the grab. 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. Carlos Santana digs in now. He swings and fouls one off. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Hangs and misses. It's a strikeout. Nice work from the Baltimore pen there. Home half of inning number. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now here's the Orioles DH, Tyler O'Neill. That one missed. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Tim Herron, the left-hander, up and throwing. Sewald getting cranked up as well. Here's a 1-1. Fought off foul. This one in the air. Rocchio. And out number 1 on the grab. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 in this one. Now a fly ball to right center. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. In the air, left field, down the line.
Llega, ¿no?
Quan tracks it down for the out. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry. Tap foul at the plate. Cano, 31 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Not even close there. 1-1. That's to third. Westburg throws to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Cody Huff digs in for the Guardians. Just missed. Ground ball right side and foul ball. This one in the air. Vientos under it. 2 away. Last out for the Guardians in this one. Lane Thomas digs in for the Guardians. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the
Vamos. Bien, bien, parece que tiene el dedo bien. Parece que tiene el dedo bien. Venga, por el último. Vamos a por el último.
This one ends 7.
Que los últimos se nos complican siempre. Venga.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And our pitcher in this game, Grayson Rodriguez. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of
ERA,
and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a #1 or #2 every outing or every season. But last year,
that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Close, but call the ball. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side. Stop. 1 up, 1 down.
Perfecto.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Vale, ya, tío.
Got him looking.
Ya, hombre.
Didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Al
Now
pesado.
it's Jose Ramirez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. On the ground, right side. Stop. Tosses to first. And Ramirez is set down.
Yo, le doy muy fuerte, tú.
And we're back. And towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Gavin Williams. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Fouled off left side. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. And now it's Mark Vientos.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
That's towards center. Thomas under it. He's got it. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. And first offering is fouled
Va a estar
off.
complicado esta, ¿eh?
2 out, space is empty.
Vamos.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So 2 down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
No.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Kwan makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. And top of the 2nd, and now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Right through there for a strike. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. And now, David Fry.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Man at first with 1 gone. And next is the Guardians catcher, Cody Huff. The other way. And a base hit right there. They fired in quickly. So it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. There's Lane Thomas now. That's outside. And that's ball 1.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
1 out. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And there's 2 down. Gabriel Arias now at the plate. Just missed. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Fry over at 2nd. Huff on at 1st with 2 down. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Buena salvada.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Williams back to work. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
O'Neill matched a homer in his last game. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Here's the 3rd baseman, Jordan Westberg. Grounds 1 to short. Throw on to Santana. And that quickly 2 away. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Hard hit right side. Handles, throws to 1st, and the Orioles set down. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. And it is 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Back to the top of the lineup. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That one fouled off. Just missing there. And the count is 1-2. Up the middle. And
No
it
llegó.
finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Digging in, Will Brennan. And there's a strike. Just off the inside edge. Out towards left center. Santander in pursuit. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And that's in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Back here in Baltimore, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Up the middle, Arias. Tosses to first. Rutschman retired.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And that one hit to first. Oh, what a stop. Throws from the seat of his pants, and that's a great play for the out.
Nada, va a estar
So back to
difícil
the
en
top of
ataque.
the Orioles lineup. This is Bryson Stott. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle.
Yo siempre en el último, macho.
And that keeps the inning alive. And next for the Orioles, Mark Vientos. Fly to center his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first. That ends the frame. Back now at Oriole Park. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Carlos Santana. And a foul ball.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
David Fry digs in for the Guardians. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, Santander.
Venga, bien.
And that is that. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Orioles, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Vamos.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back. And that is gone. His 2nd homer this series, and that gives him the lead. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Vamos.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Brennan makes the grab on the run. Now here's the Orioles DH, Tyler O'Neill. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing at a ground ball, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first, and O'Neill is retired. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Next to hit, Colton Cowser.
No,
swing and a pop-up. Ramirez has this one sized up. Brings it in. That is the inning. Solo homer brings in one for Baltimore. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Rodriguez back to work. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
And it's 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Ball to strike. Pulls that one foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's Brian Rocchio. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one fouled off.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 5th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Bottom of the inning. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Swinging a foul out of play. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Mullins batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Orioles doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses, and it's 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. That's
Vamos.
And it is.
Vamos. Enorme.
That's worth the price of admission.
Enorme, Cedric.
His second series, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run.
Vamos.
They're having a great time out there. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now Bryson Stott. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow
Vamos.
left field, and that will fall.
Bota, bota.
So a man at first. Stepping in, Mark Vientos. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball for a strike. And that one fouled off.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Chopped to third. Ramirez. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. He's already homered here in this one. On the corner for a strike. 0-1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
This one in the dirt.
0-2 is the count.
Man at second. Not close with that one. And it's 1-2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a rocket out to left.
No.
Quan makes the grab. And there's 2 away. Here's a big power threat. Anthony Santander. That one ripped right center field. That ball's carrying. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He'll circle the bases. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add a couple more. It's 5-zip.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that.
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Ben Lively.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Next to hit, Jordan Westberg. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Gets a piece, and stays alive. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Thomas should have this one. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. And we're back. And now here is Stephen Kwan. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. That's a hit. And they have their first base runner since the third inning. Will Brennan getting ready to hit. And that is out of play.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Kwan aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it stays fair. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's Jose Ramirez. That one off the mark. Ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
That one ripped, but foul. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And we're the top half of the sixth. Out towards right center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 5-1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner in third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
1-2 now. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Adley Rutschman. Rutschman, a former All-Star, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. And that one hammered. That's back there. Get out of town. His second of the year, and they add on. It's 6-1. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Bien, Adley.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Brennan sizing this one up. 1 away. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Bryson Stott. And he gets tied up right there.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
That's ripped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Mark Vientos, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Check on the runner. Stop. Back on a dive. Here's the 0-1. There goes the runner. Foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, the manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity.
Anthony Santander, the next to hit. That one down the line, and that's foul. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back to back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 9-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling.
Eso es porque hay pocos, Alan.
Especially if it's your team that does it.
Eso es porque hay pocos y tienen presupuesto.
This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Tyler O'Neill will hit next. Ball one there.
Bueno, ha sido una serie que espera una paliza impresionante, ¿eh? O sea, ha sido una serie se viene complicada luego contra los Cincinnati, pero ahora
swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Pitch in the dirt. Now 2-2. On the ground to third, and it gets by him.
baño y masaje esta serie.
Man at first, Jordan Westberg now at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Thomas makes the grab, and that is that. But they go deep 3 times in the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Jackson.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Santander brings it in with a nice running grab. Thomas in the box again, takes the strike. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And he takes a strike. Got him looking, that's a strikeout. This one pretty well. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
This one popped up. Ramirez pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
2 outs, base is empty. Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. And he makes the catch on the track just. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. Way back there. It has the distance. Gone. He shoots one out to right. It's 9-2. And the batter now, Will Brennan. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Headed towards the corner. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double. 1 out, runner at second. Jose Ramirez digs in now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And he deals. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That's off the inside corner.
Inside.
And now it's even 1-1. There's a strike. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hit on the ground to short. Henderson whips it across. They limit the damage here. Solo shot for the Guardians this inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Paul Sewald.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Late swing, foul to the left. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab, one away. Mark Vientos, the next to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. On the ground right side. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. 2 down, bases empty. Gunnar Henderson will hit next. Popped up.
Bueno, venga, bien. Rapidito.
Rubio. He's there. He's got it. And that... A new arm into the game, the righty, Carl Edwards Jr. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Mullins in pursuit. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Cody Huff digs in for the Guardians.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Edwards, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. Cody Huff with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Yep,
Arias stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Oh, the throw is wild. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Oh, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield.
And that one almost hit him.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th.
Yeah.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively work.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. This could end it. Just off the outside edge.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. So 2 on with 2 away. So in now for Cleveland. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and it drops in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
2 on, 2 outs.
2-0.
In the dirt. Now the Orioles. 2 outs. There's the strike and a count 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ground ball, and this should do it. Stop. On to first.
Oh, lo que ha tardado.
And the Orioles slug their way to a win in this one.
Nice sweep in this series, and you continue playing at home. Everything feels good right now. This is the type of run that you can put together.
Bueno, chicos, pasad buena noche, descansad y mañana otra vez al curro. Madre mía, qué pereza. Venga, buenas noches, chavales. Hasta mañana. No, Alan, tío, yo soy de los Mets. Venga, buenas noches. Chao, chao.